Hey, hello everybody. It's Chris here for CW62. It's Friday, finally. What a week it's been. But through everything, I've tried my best to think of something each and every day to be thankful for. Wednesday was a bad day for me. I had to go see my cardiologist. Never gotten good news from my cardiologist. Every time I go in, oh, we got to do a stress test. We got to do this. We got to do that. Well, I went in Wednesday and saw my cardiologist, but he had a nurse practitioner that is now working with him that I saw. And she was very upbeat and happy about everything. She listened to my heart and she talked to me and everything. And she told me, she says, everything sounds good. You look good. So all we've got to do is just an ECG, electrocardiograph, where they do an ultrasound of your heart. She says, we'll do that in May, and if everything looks as good as it sounds, you're good to go. So I was really thankful Wednesday. The first time I've walked out of my cardiologist's office feeling good. Today, I transport patients with my job. I go to their house, I pick them up, I take them to their doctor's appointment, then I take them back home. Well, today while I was driving, thankfully I was by myself. I'm going down the freeway, and I had this person come on the on-ramp. I couldn't move over because I had vehicles, solid line of vehicles on the other side of me. And this guy is coming just full guns, just great guns at. And I had people behind me too. And I couldn't slam on my brakes or anything, or I would have been rear-ended. So in the state of California, if you're merging into a freeway, you're the one that has to yield the right-of-way. The traffic that is already there has the right-of-way. So if you're coming into traffic, you have to slow down. Well, I was able to get on my brake a little bit, hit my horn. He swung in, and the social finger came up over his head, above his shoulder as I was driving. He was telling me that I was number one in his book, and all kinds of stuff. And it kind of reminded me of a story that happened several years ago when I had my own locksmithing business. I was going down the street, and I had a guy cut me off, and I was able to go around him. And about 2 or 3 minutes after I went past him, my phone rings. I answer my phone, and this guy's on the phone, and he is just almost livid, screaming and hollering and raising all kinds of cane, all kinds of foul language. And I kept telling him, excuse me, sir, excuse me, could you please calm down and tell me what the problem is? I didn't know if maybe it was somebody had locked a baby in a car, and it was a rather warm day. I think it was about 103 that day. Could have been a myriad of things. I didn't know. But I also thought in my mind, maybe it was that guy that cut me off. Because when I went around him, he also told me that I was number one in his books. So finally, he calmed down, and he told me, he says, are you with such and such locksmith business? And I said, yes, sir, I am. Matter of fact, I'm the owner of the business. How can I help you? Well, I'm traveling down such and such street, and your locksmith van just cut me off, almost put me off the road into a ditch. Now, I'm the only employee of the company, so I'm like, okay, sir, I happen to be riding in the van right now, and let me talk to the locksmith that's driving. And I had my phone on speaker, so that way I was hands-free. And, the guy can hear what's going on. And I said, hey, Chris. And I just kind of grunted, huh? I said, you remember I told you if I had another complaint from you from anybody for any reason, there were going to be consequences? Yeah, what's up? I said, well, I've got a guy on the phone right now. I said, you just cut him off and almost made him go off the road into a ditch. Now, I've told you before about your driving. So when we get back to the shop, pack your tools up, you're fired. And then I asked the guy, are you satisfied now with how I took care of it? And all the guy could do is just, And I said, well, thank you very much, sir. Have a good day. And I hung up. I'm so thankful that when I had my own business, I had the opportunity to fire myself, because I also had the opportunity to rehire myself. But I just thought that was kind of funny the way it happened today. It reminded me of when that happened. I got to say, that was probably back in 2006, 2007, so it's been a while. But it was kind of humorous. And I'm really thankful that when that guy came in, that I was able to put enough room to where he could get in safely without us having an accident. Even when things seem bad, the little things are something to be thankful about. Well, like I said, it's Friday. I'm getting ready to go in the house and start the weekend with my family. I hope everybody has a great weekend. God bless. Blessings to you and your family. I'll talk to you later. Bye.